hair day. I got to get my hair. I wash my hair like every 4 days.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's day 4.
I wish I could do that.
Yeah. 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 I have like a buttload of hair.
Yes,
if y'all haven't noticed. Oh, what? It was deleted.
What?
Come on.
We're still counting, though. It says we're live at 27 seconds.
It says it looks like this broadcast was deleted on Facebook. To stream on Facebook, create a new broadcast, or just remove this destination from the broadcast, then re-add it. All right, this is it. We're going to have to figure out another application because this just pisses me off.
It's a weird
Especially since I'm paying for it. Yeah, I'm not happy. All right, so I'm going to click that to see it says no. So now I have to remove that. Oh, God, here we go again.
I wonder if you're still if we're still streaming on YouTube, though.
We're still streaming on YouTube, and it looks like on the page, but for some reason, it's not streaming to the group, which doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Robin's there. I see you on here, not Facebook. You're on the YouTubes watching live. Oh my God. Yeah, this is it. They done pissed me off in the wrong month. I mean, come on. Are you just kidding me right now? I don't see us on the group. Do you see us in the page?
I'm looking. I definitely don't see us in the group. Let me check the page.
Sorry, guys. Obviously issues. Okay, so everyone that's watching right now is on YouTube. That's so interesting.
Huh.
It says Loom is live, so it's broadcasting in the on the page, but for some reason it's not in the group. So what it said was for me I'd have to go all the way out. Oh my God.
But it didn't offer any reason as to why. That's the part with Facebook.
Because and it allowed me to do it on all 3 because I pay for that.
Right.
So it allowed me to schedule it in the group, on the page, and on the YouTubes. I just don't know where everybody's going to look for us.
And now I have no Facebook at all.
Oh my heck.
It just
Are you kidding me?
It just stopped. No Facebook.
Robin, you say we're on Facebook. We're not in the group though, right? We're on the page. The Loom page. Okay. Well, you know what? This is a perfect opportunity to bring Sue on. Hey, Sue.
Hey, Sue.
Look at you, beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, I'm going to see if I can't give you more space. Oh, that's a fun view. Okay, we'll do that. Right. So cool. we're having some weird trouble in that it's not showing to the group. Somebody needs to turn their something maybe down. I'm getting back feed from someone.
How about now?
That's better.
Okay.
Was it you?
I don't know.
I dumped some myself too.
Okay, so I'll tell you what. This will be recorded, and so one way or another, we'll get it out to everybody. So Sue was our winner for the month of August. Yay! Yay! And she has not opened up her box yet.
There's a lot of tape on this.
You guys are not hearing the back feed?
I do hear it.
You do hear it.
I do.
Okay, I just don't want hold on, let me see. Okay, how about now?
Nope.
Okay, because I forgot to turn myself off. Way to go. Way to go, Jules. Really in control today.
No, I still hear it. I still hear it.
Oh, you still hear it?
I do. I hear it when you talk. I don't hear it now. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm so over this. I tried. You know what? I just saw one of my mentors who is using, just seems like everybody's using Zoom. So yeah.
Well, let's see. We got shared into the group. So we are in the group now. Thank you, Robin, for that. So
Oh, okay, Robin. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you.
Perfect.
Okay. Okay, so well, this is still a bummer though with the feedback. Sarah, I'm just going to put you on mute for a second. Testing 1 2 3 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3 1 2 3. So it's happening with when all three of us are on. Okay, Sue, I'm just going to let you do the drum roll, please, and go ahead and open up your gift. I hope you like it. I hope you like it. This is Sue's giveaway.
I had to wait to do this. This is too exciting.
When did you receive it?
Tuesday? Oh, it was only yesterday. I'm mixing up my days.
Yeah, I don't even know who I am, so.
May have been Sunday. It was Sunday. And so it's been sitting here waiting.
So again, Sue was the person who, the group community person who won the first project of the month for sharing what she had created. And so I put a little.
I would have been really shocked if I would have been live that day. I had a doctor appointment, so when I came home, I started looking at all the comments, and they're saying, "Congratulations, Sue DeLay." Whoa, that was so fun. All right, beautiful packaging. Love it. Oh, thank you note. All right. Did you want me to read this, Will?
Sure, you can read it.
Congratulations, Sue. I am so appreciative of your love and support for the Jewel Loom brand community. Love you, Jules. And, oh my, I was just thinking about buying one because I've been making bracelets or trying to on the bigger one. And so I got baby loom, and I needed these as well, the needles. Love this. It says, I love you. Oh, that's so neat. Of course, the directions, and then beautiful fibers.
That's from my personal stash.
Ooh. And they all go so well.
Yeah, I thought it would be really pretty. I wasn't sure what your color palette was, but I tried to look at some things you had created. So hopefully I got close.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. I'm honored to be with both of you.
Aw, we're so appreciative of you and the rest of the Jewel Loom community and the Beauty Bunch and all of our groups.
And it's getting bigger.
It is.
Yep.
It's exciting.
Yeah. We got to find our Jewel Loomers because trust me, there's like 100,000 looms out there.
Wow.
So where's everybody? Where you at?
We're going to have to start sharing like crazy.
Yep. Yes. Thank you. So appreciative. Okay, I'm gonna let you go, Sue, so that we can. Hey, did you get the fiber loom? I can't remember which. You've got the original jewel loom.
I have the original jewel. Now I have the baby, and then in the mail is the family loomer, the newest one that you came out with.
Okay.
Because I want to do wall hanging.
Yay. Okay, cool beans. I can't wait to see what you create with that.
Thank
You
you.
know, that is this month's whole thing. So we're working on the new fiber loom with fibers, and we're just creating, and it's going to be the same thing again at the end of the month where we, have everybody showcase their finished pieces, and then we pick a winner.
Yay.
Okay, I'm going to let you go.
Thank
so
you.
we can maybe get rid of this.
Bye, Sarah.
So beautiful. Okay. So did that, that's really weird. I wonder why 3 people created the background. I can't hear it now. Can you?
Nope.
Yeah.
Weird. It's weird.
Everything is weird. Let's just 2020 is weird. Officially weird. Officially weird. We're never allowed to discuss this year again.
Right. Once it's done, it's gone.
It's done. Oh my gosh. Hey, Sarah, do you happen to have your finished piece that you made on the fiber loom?
I do. I've got it right here.
Oh my God. So incredibly gorgeous. And listen up, everybody. So I had asked Sarah to do some step outs for the fiber loom to show people how to, use it and get started. Are there 40 pictures? I think there's like 40 pictures.
Yeah.
So in my morning meeting, I have a group of creatives that I'm with in business, and I was telling them of the challenge to figure out how to take the images and the text and to be able to get them to everybody. And so I had forgotten about the seascape scroll that I did for Jewelry Television. Mm-hmm. And we had uploaded that into a Google Doc.
Yeah.
And so I do believe that, not, with any luck to the tech gods, I'll be able to upload that. So Sarah did the most amazing. I mean, she just like definitely the goddess of writing instructions. Yeah, it's a talent, girl. Not everyone can do it. And so anyway, the instructions on how to show it again, her beautiful fiber piece. Excuse me. I don't know what got me all choked up here. Yeah. So those are going to be available. And as soon as they're uploaded, I will let you know. I tried to upload this thing into the files, into the group, and it wasn't happening. It just would, I think because it was too heavy, there were too many photos. I don't know, but it just wouldn't work. So I'm hoping by uploading it into a Google Doc that it will work like the seascape instructions, and you simply click on the link and there they are. So I'm hoping that magic works, because
fingers crossed.
Yeah, I'm just out of options. I think in the future we should just do video. It just seems to be the easiest thing. It really does. Yeah. So anyway, with that, so any comments about the fiber loom? Any questions before we get started? I just kind of wanted to do a recap. So the fiber loom is the new loom that introduced last week.
Yep.
Last week. Yeah. So introduced the new jewel loom, fiber loom last week. You've got the front that you can create on. You've also got the back that you can create on. And if you look to see, the back teeth are like ginormous. So if you want to use thicker macrame materials, or just anything that might be more thick, definitely the back teeth are going to be awesome for that. The front are just perfect for all of your yarns and different fibers and what have you. So with that, you're getting the comb that says creating with my hands. You're getting the needle that says I am an artist. There's a hanger that comes with the piece. So if you want to immediately be able to hang a wall hanging, you have that little, looks like a popsicle stick. Pretty simple. and then 3 buttons so that you can make your cuffs. And I think with all, oh, and then of course, duh, the most important, other important part, you're getting 35 yards of fibers. And see, I've been working with all mine, so I don't know. I've kind of dipped into my stash. There's just so many yummy pieces. So there's seven different types of fibers, and then each one has 5 yards of material on it. And so I was able to make the wall hanging with all of that, and or you could probably make, I'm gonna say, at least 4 cuffs.
Yeah,
because this is 1 yard of everything, and if you have 5 yards, then I mean, I guess you could even, I don't know, someone's gonna have to do that little challenge, see if you can make five bracelets. And I love this like boho funky Stevie Nicks.
Yeah, I
fun
love
time. Yeah. Very cool. Okay, so I just thought that I'm going to bring you down and just kind of show you how to get started so that you know that it's super easy peasy. Whoops. Okay, let's see. Yep, there we go. Oh, and you can see my computer. Oh, wow. I'm going to use the blue this time just because it's handy. And so just, you know, I'll just like do a little air loop, you know, and then I'll wrap it twice. And then I'll just attach that to wherever it is that I'm going to start my project. And I'm just going to attach it to that first tooth right there. And then I'm just going to pull tight. And as I've mentioned before, we just want to make sure that when we start our warps, that the knot, let me just bring that up, that the knot is coming towards us so that there's no slippage when we're making our warps. And to just kind of give you a visual, because a lot of people who are tuning in may not understand what a warp is. So your warps are going from top to bottom, and they're the foundation to all of your pieces. And so, you know, as we've learned, starting with the original jewel loom, it's like a really important part of creating your base. You want to make sure that they're nice and tight. You know, with the fibers, there's a little bit more forgiveness. So like I could tell like my first warp right here is not as strong as the second, but because I'm just doing fibers, it's not like a big deal breaker.
right.
So, but these are the warps. And so that's what I'm making right now. So I'm just going to pull that down, wrap it around the back, come back up front. And of course, the teeth are going to eat my yarn here. And I'm just keeping the tension as I go, wrapping it around the tooth, bringing it up. Bringing it back over. And because I'm doing, you know, I'm going to mimic what I did with that cuff I just showed you. So I actually only did 4 warps. So that'll give you an idea. So then I'm just going to bring it around the back tooth there, because now I need to tie off. Sometimes I'll get it around there just one more time. Bring it around. Try not to cut myself here. Whoops. Okay, Jules. I am like in Fumbleina mode. If I were a pair of flat nose pliers, where would I be? Might end up out of the screen. Okay, there we go. Come on. So yeah, so then I'm just going to bring that through, and I'm just securing that last loop. And sometimes I'll just bring it around and then just weave it so that the extra ends are just kind of hanging out of the way here. Just like that. Okay. So these are the warps, and this is for the cuff. Actually, that came out really well. I thought I had lost tension a little bit, but I didn't. So these are the warps. They're going straight up and down. And next, I'm going to start with the wefts. So the wefts are going from side to side. They could be referred to like what you were doing the other day with the goddess, the tabby weave.
Right.
Sometimes people just call it, you know, a straight weave. So I'm just going to start over here on my right hand side. It might look like your left hand side. I'm coming under the warp, over, under, and over. And if you are going to work with a longer piece, just help to guide it so it doesn't get all knotted up. And then I'm going to bring it over here. And I leave a tail because I'll tie that. In fact, I can come over here right now, just do a little loop-de-loop and tie that to that side warp right there. So now that's really nice and secure. And then I'm going to come under, over, under, over. And the first couple of passes always kind of look a little funky. So I kind of give it 3 before I start, you know, adjusting. And I just continue the process of going under, over, under, over. And then this is where I'll bring my comb in. And you can see how the comb just really kisses those weaves nice and tight. And I'm not pulling too hard because I don't want to distort the figure, you know, of my bracelet. So again, just back and forth, bringing that comb in. So you can see how that's coming together very quickly here. I'm also trying to work with the loom, you know, like 12 inches away from me. That's
Always a challenge.
always a challenge, right? So yeah, so we're just going back and forth, under, over. Nice. And bring that comb in periodically. You can really see that starting to come together now. You know, it always takes like a few rows before it starts to look like anything. Under, over. I feel like I'm speed weaving. But yeah, see, it's really, this is where sometimes people will be like, well, what's a comb for? And this is a perfect example. I mean, it really is. Let me just bring that up to the camera there. You know, you can see how the comb is really bringing in all of those weaves nice and tight and making it look like something.
Right.
So again,
even too. Whereas with your fingers, you might not be able to make it nearly as even as you can get it with the comb.
Oh, totally. Yeah. Yeah. I think the combs are super cool. So yeah, so I mean, this technique is just obviously super, super duper easy. You know, there's not much to it. You're just going back and forth. You're using the comb. You know, these are just simple weaves. Doing a weave like this is always important. Do you want to show the underneath your skirts there on your piece that you made, how you secured them with these standard weaves?
Yep. Let me turn you around here.
Let's see.
Okay, so this is the back. We had somebody in the group ask about seeing the back, and I completely forgot. But there's a really good look at the back. So on the back, a lot of times I just weave those ends back in. You can use the wooden needle, or you can use a tapestry needle. You can actually use your fingers. You just want to be really, really careful that you don't mess up the front.
Okay.
But then underneath all of our beautiful fringe here is just the exact same thing that you were doing, just the back and forth
Yeah.
with regular tabby weave. And I did the fringe here, and after I put in the fringe, then I just started another row exactly like you're doing. So
Okay.
there's not any extra steps. So for those of you who haven't tried fringe yet, don't be afraid to do it. There's nothing extra that needs to happen between the fringe and when you pick back up the weaving again. You just start weaving. You don't have to do anything special, which makes it really a lot less intimidating.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to my second color. I might just take this off because it's kind of irritating me. Okay, so starting with my next color.
Oh.
Whoa. So I'm just going to do the same thing. I just started with the second color. Whoops. And I'm going to leave a tail. And actually, I'll come over here and just get it done now. I'm just going to secure it. Just making a little loop knot. And then we'll scooch all that together. Perfect. And then under, over, under. And again, you know, it's the first couple of rows are going to look a little wonkadoodle, but that's okay. We got all of our tails. I just love how it starts to come together.
Yeah.
You know, there's just so many fun things. Like with the tails, you can add beads. You know, and these are projects for, you know, if you are doing a boutique. I know throughout the country it's going to be different this season, whether or not you'll be able to physically be somewhere selling your products. But the same, you know, rules apply for online as far as always having something to lead in with that you have a lot of profit. And as you can see, once you get the hang of things, you can make these really quick. I mean, this should not take you more than an hour,
Right.
you know, to really weave and get into place. Oh, this is just, yeah, I really love this look too. I've worn this one and it's just so soft.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm super excited. Everybody loves the colors too. I've been getting a lot of feedback on the kits, on the fiber kits, which by the way, I did add all of the fibers separately. And so you can, so if you already bought the Loom and then you want to have some more of the same fibers, those are there separately now. And just going back and forth. So it's pretty easy stuff. You could see like when I'm, you know, I'm not pulling really hard because I don't, if I pull too hard, then my bracelet will be all distorted. And, you know, we talk about that just in general, even when we're using the original jewel loom, when you're pulling your beads and your thread, you know, you want to keep it nice and consistent so that your piece ends up having that nice symmetrical look. Okay, I think I have maybe 2 more rows of this color. Did you already start another project, Sarah?
I have warped my large goddess.
What?
Rows on the bottom, but I haven't decided. I want to give her some fringe, of course, because I love fringe, but I haven't decided exactly what I want the colors to be. So she's ready to go. Just waiting on me to get my ducks in a row and like put some clothes on her.
Oh my goodness, that's so funny. So there's 2 of the patches done pretty quickly, you know, and then this is the finished piece where again, I used every single fiber that came in the kit and each section is no more than an inch. And then yep, that's right. And then I came back and did the ends with these colors as well. So it's too fun. I love it. I'm gonna put this one on.
I love it. I love it.
There, I did want to show, and I hope I can. I don't know. Hold on. You know what? Let me just get the finished piece really quick. I have got to commit to taking this thing off of the loom. I just love looking at it. And so that's the problem. And then the next thing you know, you have like 10 goddesses that are, but this, so this has been, this was kind of, I started this when we went into quarantine back in March. I think it was March. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. But I wanted to do something obviously to just express
Yeah.
how I felt. But this one has, these are the side knots that I did on Saturday. I thought this one had the loop. Oh, here's the loops. So these are the actual Raya loops.
Love that.
Yeah, I do too. I gotta commit. I'm committing as we speak to take this off.
So we have a question.
Yeah.
Pat wants to know if you can explain how to tie off each end.
How to tie off each end. You mean when it's coming off of the fiber loom? Because Pat, you did amazing. You did it all by yourself. Because I was going to come on, remember, and do something, and then I woke up to your finished piece. But is that what you're talking about? How do you finish it up? Is what they're saying. Okay, so this one, let me see if I can carefully get this one. I don't know if it's going to come off right. Sometimes, okay, and I bet, Pat, you're going to say the same thing. Sometimes what ends up happening is that there's enough flexibility to where you can just flick these off.
Yeah.
Sarah, that's what you found too.
Yeah.
So with the jewel loom, typically the original jewel loom, we've had to like cut at the button, but there's a flexibility in the wood. Do you see that? It's not bendable, so don't go breaking your loom.
Right.
But there is some flexibility. Okay. So what I typically find is that it's either my top or my bottom that has the most give.
Right.
And then I just literally start to flick this off. So there's my first one down. And you just want to be careful. I mean, don't force it because, again, you don't want to break your loom. But there is just enough give. Yeah, see, this one's coming off super easy. Just enough give. Plus, you're usually working with a fiber. There we go. So this one just came off. And then see the bottom, I didn't even have to cut. This piece is not finished. But yeah, so typically what I have found is that I've not had to cut any of my pieces off of the wood looms because there's been, especially with this one. Now, because the goddess has the solid background, I'm not going to guarantee that that's always the case because she's a lot bigger and a lot stiffer.
Right.
So you got to be super careful with that concept on this one, although I have achieved it. And so it's great when you can get it off because then, I don't know, just kind of makes it easier, but it's not a deal breaker. I can't take this one off right now. I can't mess it up. I'm like, oh, motor preps. Either of you, will you please show how to start and end something like fairy silk or thick fibers? Oh, I saw that earlier, but someone's going to have to explain to me. Do you know what that is? Fairy silk or?
So she just, I think the question is, how do you transition from one to the other? And like how do you switch colors? If you were going to switch colors or if you were going to switch fibers, how you would transition. I had been asked a couple of times, do you tie the two ends together? But that's not, you don't have to do it with the loom. I mean, you can, but you don't have to do it that way.
Well, see, I just transitioned from one color to the next color, and all I did was tie off to the warps.
Right. And then your ends, your little end pieces, you can either leave those as like some fringe, or you can weave those back in if you want to.
Right.
You know, you could tie them off, or you could tie a knot to them and then hang dangles from them if you wanted to, beads or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, because this one would also be that way. You know, like all I did was tie. I didn't, you know, I left a little hangy over here. And then see what I did on this side was I made little bows.
Oh, I love that. I didn't notice those before.
Yeah.
Love that.
I look at all of that as opportunity.
Yeah.
To embellish, to make something, right? So we're in the traditional beading on, like, you know, let's go back to the original jewel loom, or let's say you're an off loom beater, you know, there's always talk about the warps.
Yeah.
What do I do with my warps? How do I, you know, because you're making something that's very detailed. It's going to be worn. You want it to look really nice and pretty. So I understand that completely. But with the fibers, I find that it's just another opportunity to make something fun.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the backside of this. You know, like these are the warps.
Yeah.
And I was able to get this off the loom without cutting these. And this is just like my little Gibson girl butt. I just love how it looks.
Yeah.
And then I've got a little droop going on here. I'll have to figure out how to get that back up. But yeah, so I just take the ends and I just made cute little bows. And then on here, I just decided to let it flow on this one side. Yeah. So that's the back. Is that what you were asking, Motor Crafts? But the fairy silk.
We'll make
I don't know what fairy silk means.
The fairy silk is that ribbon. Let me show
Is
you.
it knee-lace?
No. This just the silk ribbons.
Okay.
The fairy make a big knot. Yes, the fairy silk will make a big knot. So it really just kind of depends if you want the knot to be part of your design, like Juliana was showing you, or you can sew it back in. Like the ends on this one, you can see where I've cut short.
Uh-huh.
Those pieces were sewn underneath the weave. And you can do that with this. You just got to be real careful with it. And it's going to make it lumpy, but that's on the back. If it's a hanging piece, then nobody's going to see the back unless you just really love the back and you want to show it to them. Now, if it's on a bracelet, that's a little bit different. If it's a bracelet, just like fairy silk or something larger, I would just leave it as like some fringe, as some embellishment.
You know, this is nothing but knots.
That's awesome.
Yeah, this is nothing but knots. And this was I don't even know what happened. Like, I just sat down one day. I did this on the large weaving goddess. And I literally just started doing knots. So I think the rule with weaving fibers is like, don't overthink it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because every beginning and every end and everything in between is like this personalized magic that just comes from you. And you can't do anything wrong. You really can't. Because it's all very organic, meaning that there's not this defined structure that if it doesn't look like this, it's not worthy. Like, that's why I love weaving so much, because I just feel like it gives you the personal freedom to really make your own mark on your design work. But this is one of my favorite pieces.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, and it's just knots.
Yeah.
And it's big old honkin' butt fiber. Like big, crunchy, munchy, delicious fiber. And I was just like, I'm going to tie knots. Yeah.
Karen, how do you attach your ends for a bracelet? So with the fibers, how would you recommend ending the bracelet?
Yeah, so that's so what I did was I took the ends and I make like a little loop to accommodate the button. Okay.
Yeah.
And then on the other end, I just took the 2 holes and fed the warps through there and tied a knot.
Yep, perfect.
Yeah, I've done that on, let's see. So here's one with just, sorry ribbon.
I love that.
Yeah, same thing. So I took a 2-hole button, fed the warps through it, tied it, took the other end and made a loop for it to go through. And then sewed on some accoutrements. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, these pieces are made to, I mean, there's somebody online in Etsy that I noticed did something. They're just patches. They're like round patches, right, of fiber art. And she's selling them. Like she has a piece in there for $2,000.
Wow.
Yeah, the other ones are kind of like a few hundred.
Gosh.
Yeah. So, okay, I want to say motorsports, motor crafts. I think last week you showed a piece where the colors transitioned into another almost on a diagonal. How do you transition?
Oh, I know what she's talking about. Hold on.
Okay.
All right. So,
Motorcrafts, do you have a name?
all right. So this is the piece that she's talking about where I have actually, where the colors are joined, they're actually sharing a warp. And that's a whole other technique that I can't like just talk you through right now. But that's like a step up, right? Once you get down the tabby weave, then you start playing with those kinds of transitions. And they are sharing a warp. But that's only one of probably 10 different ways that you can transition your colors. So again, it's like a step in the intermediate direction, right? You want to master the tabby first. You can really kind of play around with it. I didn't look up how to do it. I just kind of played until it looked the way I wanted it to look. And I feel like that's really I feel like a lot of you might be looking for structure, like instructions A to Z, right? But you got to look at the fiber part, like Jules is saying, like art, and play with it and see what happens, because a lot of this is going to be stuff that you just figure out as you're playing and just having a good time.
Yeah.
So, yes, there are technical things that you can learn how to do, but like this was just playing around, just seeing what worked and how it looked. You can do it so that it's color blocked and there isn't like that cross hatch that's kind of happening there. But I didn't figure that part out yet. I don't know how to do that part yet. But it was just from playing around. So
it's like if you had a beaded pattern and the beaded pattern told you to use it brings to mind the cover of the Jewel Loom book, the ombre piece that I taught at Jewelry Television.
Mm-hmm.
Where heck, my mind just went, where the beads transitioned, so you would do like 4 cubed purple beads, but then 3 ombres, and they were sharing the same row.
Right.
And so, it's also, that is, I guess you could say that is a little bit more advanced, because there's just so many beautiful things in weaving that you can create. What did she say?
She ended up with a gap between. That's just because you were on one warp with one color and one warp with another color. If you'll crisscross them and have them share a warp, you won't have.
Yeah. Let's see the back. Maybe does the back tell a different story?
Nope. Looks pretty much the same.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. And, Sarah, that was your third piece
This
that
was it? I think this was the first thing I made on the fiber loom ever.
that was the first thing you ever made.
Yep. The second one
Wow.
this one.
Yeah.
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 But yeah, this was the very first. I always go big. I needed to try. I wanted to see, I wanted
Yeah.
what was possible. So
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
that's kind of like the story with this one. There are several different techniques. So, I don't know if you can see this. Oh, yeah, you can kind of. Do you see this patch? You see how it's like raised?
Yeah.
So that's actually a Raya loop
Oh wow.
pulled in
Oh
tight.
yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
And then just a little, how you were teaching us the other day. So, you start with that anchor, but
Right.
then you have a long piece you're working from, not the tassel, like you cut them, remember? So
Right.
you'd be working off of a longer piece,
Mhm.
multiple layers if you wanted.
Right.
But after you engage with the first knot, then you go into a whole kind of like the next level Raya.
Yeah. Wow.
So just with the Raya loop idea concept, there's like 3 or 4 phases to that.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much I'm still learning. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I knew this needed to be birthed. So in some cases, we're all birthing together. But yeah, there's just like, there's, regular weaving. And then just the yarn you use too. Look at the difference between this thinner flat yarn and then how this looks here. Let me bring this over. I already broke my darn little twig, dang it. Oh, and here, oh. Let's see. I guess I kind of did what you did. Look at how I've got a little zigzag. I forgot all about that. So look at that. For goodness sakes, her hair is like mine. Here we go. Do you see that?
Yeah.
I forgot I had totally done that. So I weaved a whole different type of fiber into this whole patch. Yeah, there's just so many fun, cool things, and you just have to play and practice, and really, you're not going to it's all going to be delicious.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's all going to be delicious. I want to wear this somehow. I just love it so much. I really do. It's just so stinking pretty. I'm trying to decide which loom to start with. Okay. So tell me, Mary, about your beading background, your artistic background. What have you done? And what do you want to do, Mary? Tell us a little bit about that. And then I'll try to. So every child is unique, exactly. Every soul, every spirit is unique. So every piece we make. When I think of fiber, you guys, when this is like in the craft world. So if you followed me forever and a day, okay, So in the plethora of art expression, you have your people who stamp, right? And they stamp very neatly and very clean. And they got a little sand and maybe they color it, right? And it's clean. And then you have mixed media artists who put everything on that stamped card. They're doing Tim Holtz techniques, Seth and all the other Margie, they're painting and stuff and using embossing powders. To me, this is the weaving we're doing on the wood looms, the goddess. That's our fiber art mixed media expression. So it's like anything goes. And then the jewel loom and the baby loom, even though I personally think that they can be, the same, they do lend themselves more to a structured, clean thing. Okay. Mary says lots of wire work. I love you. Stringing, crochet, and mixed media. So, not really like a beater. You're not like an off loom beater where you do like a lot of the stitches and stuff like that. So, I mean, I would say that you probably would be really happy with one of the wood looms. You know, and in all honesty, I think you could go with a small goddess or you could go with a fiber loom.
Yeah.
The reason
To make the wrong choice.
I don't think so. But, you know, I knew with the fiber, with the small goddess, it's very, you know, it's very specific, right? It's like this very voluptuous, divine, feminine energy, really communicates with you and your art in a way that's really symbolic. And I wanted to have a loom that anyone, male, female, advanced, non, you know what I mean? Like anyone could just pick up and create with. And this is the fiber loom. It's for all.
Yeah.
And yeah, so the fiber loom comes with the 35 yards of with yarn. It comes with the buttons. It comes with the hanger. It comes with the comb. The small goddess, you're just getting, you know, you're getting the goddess. You're getting the comb, the shuttle, the needle, and the stand.
And you can use wire on any of them.
Yes. Yes. So sounds like a great idea. I'll get them both. And we will be here to help you with both. So just so that you know, Mary, in the month of September on Saturdays, we've dedicated at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Cali time, to talk about the goddess and work on the goddess. This Saturday, I was thinking I would do the blue bracelet, the one that I did on JTV, on Jewelry Television. It's just 6mm faceted beads, easy peasy pumpkin squeezy, right? Just to show them, because you took it to a level last week with like some integrating with the tabby weave. And so then this week we can just do like, I thought it would do that just to show, because that too, you know, the awareness cuff bracelet that I did all the videos on the Jewel Loom, you know, those are on the blog on the jewelloom.com site, which I am adding a new blog. So, well, right now it seems like it's a little bit more than once a week because I'm trying to get like all the yummies to live on one website. But yeah, so check that out. Go to the blog on the Jewel Loom site and check that out. But yay, Mary, we'll be here for you just like we are all of, you know, the other rest of the community. I'm like, is that alpaca stuff somewhere? Because once again, I just like got, I don't know what that was. I think we got everyone's question. So you guys, we're streaming to the YouTube channel. I'm making a commitment to, you know, that's the only great thing about StreamYard. I'm going to figure out what happened with the group. Maybe I forgot to check. I don't know. But everything, I'm really trying to make sure that everything is on YouTube, because I think it was Robin and somebody else said something about how it's easier for them to go to the Jewel Loom YouTube channel when they're working out, when they're doing whatever, to where they can immediately find it. So it's important to me to feed the YouTube channel with this, you know, since we're on twice a week right now, especially. So yeah, I think that's, is that it? I don't know. My poor mind is like everywhere. I need some oils. What do I need? I got Anchor, a line, maybe a Rise. I need to wake up. Oh my gosh.
I hadn't really thought about that with the YouTube though. So that's a really good point.
Yeah. Yeah. And I wasn't thinking about it either. And so whoever pointed it out to me, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because I made the epaulets, Robin. I like really need oils. What did she say? I'm using a lot today. I don't know what's wrong with me. So like a patch for a Levi jacket.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's quite the patch. But who cares? Go big or go home.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Seriously, there are just so many things that you can do. There really are. And I think there'll probably be another surprise next month. And then I got to stop the insanity.
No way.
I can't. I'm like the mother of looms, like just portable looms just want to birth out of me from all it's so crazy. Karen, yes. Karen, I'm going to add those to the site as soon as I just can't remember what the retail is going to end up being, but I think there's quite a few here. So we've got all of these cool buttons that I'm adding. So there's round one. So the cool thing is that they're lasered and they're wood. So same thing, stain them, color them, paint them. They're going to make your pieces even more unique.
That's awesome. Oh, I love those.
Yeah.
Those are
I'm going to show you some that I wasn't sure about, and then you guys can let me know. But these are the ones I'm definitely adding. This is going to be just like a big, delicious kit. These are blank. Stamp on them yourself.
Yeah.
Right? So, yeah, there's just oodles. Okay, there's another blank. And then there's rectangle guys.
I love those.
Yeah. I'm trying to have, a lot of these things are all made in the US, by the way. I'm working with a new amazing, delicious little family that I love. That's how come there's just so much yumminess when you open up your package. Oh, let me show you these and you got, okay, so those are the ones, this is going to be like a value pack. My shorts are falling off my butt. I seriously need some new clothes because I think I've lost more weight. I've been working my butt off. Okay. So these are all nautical.
Oh, those are cute.
Okay.
Oh, I love that.
And then this guy.
Oh, those are great.
You like them?
Yeah,
my only concern was were they going to get hidden when you put your loops, when you put your, I guess not. I probably was just being too, I think they're stinking cute too. I love the starfish.
Yeah, they're great.
Okay, yeah. Cool. They are so cool. All right, Julie thinks they're cool. Karen thinks they're cool. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to get these up on the website. They're probably just going to be like a big, delicious, yummy value pack because then you'll have them to make all of your goodies. And you got to think about shipping, and especially with the holidays coming. Listen, from what I understand, shipping is going to go up in October. So if you're doing your own online business, I'm just sharing some things with you. So shipping is going up in October. Anything overseas is just like a living nightmare right now. It's taking months. Make sure your overseas customers understand the time frame. Communicate with them. Our lovely friend from Canada who bought some things, I said, honey, are you sure? Because it could take 7 weeks to get to you. But she's like, Jules, I want it from you. So we had communication and it's cool. She knows it'll end up there. But yeah, shipping's going up. And my point about sharing that was that when you have little things like this, it's better to make it a value pack because you don't want to be spending $3 on 3 buttons. So I'm trying to make that more juicy for you. So yeah, that's that story. So I'll get these up today. And I also, you know what? Let me get your feedback on these things really quick. I think they're super duper cool. I've shown them a little bit. So these are the hangers for your fiber pieces. Okay. Again, Baltic birch, right? But you can have them personalized.
Yes. Love that.
Do you love that?
I love that.
Okay.
What do you guys think? I think they're fabulous.
Yeah. Now there's two sizes. I mean, I guess if I were going to make a big piece on the weaving goddess, I would need this big chunky monkey one.
Right.
So, and it doesn't matter. I can add both of these to the website, but there'll be these two different sizes.
Those are great.
And then I think it's up to, don't quote me because I don't have it in front of me, but I want to say it's up to 11 characters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think it's up to 11 characters on this size. So it can be I am whatever.
Awesome.
I'm a hot mama, according to the young guy who I just was like, I was so flushed when he said that. I was like, I don't know if you're being a smart ass or not, but I'm going to own it. I'm going to own it, and I'm going to be hot mama for the day. Sarah needs be you. Aww.
Well, I do.
Yeah. So I'll make sure that this gets up there too. And was there anything? Oh my God, should I show you this other stuff? Because I don't know. Do you want to see anything? I don't know.
Always.
Okay. So I've got these super cool. I've got, so you know the goddess, right? You know how the goddess has all of the chakras and everything, right? So I took them and made pendants and earrings.
Those are awesome.
Yeah. So you think so I should just add these to the site too.
Yep.
Would you, here's my hang up, you guys. Do you need the fish hook to come in this kit? Do you need the fish hook, and do you need a coordinating gemstone with the chakra? Because I can do that. I did actually buy everything when I was in Tucson. So would that make it so you get the pair of earrings and the pendant? The only thing right now is the fish hook is kind of screwing me up because of everything that's happened with COVID. It's hard. People, you know, she says, show it, do it, sweet. Where will the buttons be posted? Everything is jewelloom.com, you guys. Go to jewelloom.com. That's the only place I'm going to be selling at. Where is that at?
Let's see.
I got it. There we go. There we go.
Cool.
So that's the shop. That's where, oh, hey, listen, if you've not signed up for the newsletter, when you sign up for the newsletter, you get an automatic 15% off coupon. And then you get to know when things come back in stock. You get to know when things are coming out. So, yeah, that's a complete kit. Right. So, Ramona, do you kind of feel like they need the fish hooks? I'm always torn on that just because a lot of folks here in the community and what have you, they typically have like their stash.
Right.
I have my own fish hooks. So maybe it's not a deal breaker.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like it's not.
Because they're so, oh my God. Let me blow your socks away with this one. I just love birthing product. I don't need fish hooks. Okay. Okay, so this one.
I love those.
Okay, so this is the pendant and these are the earrings. So this is my original artwork. They're super hot, right?
Yes, they are. And they have They have several holes. The pendant has a lot of holes on the bottom, doesn't it?
So what I tried to do with some of the pendants where it was, so like you could do the 7 chakra colors.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
that. So cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So you'll get a pendant and the 2 rare rings. All right, I'll do it. I just wanted feedback. I wanted to, see what everybody thought. And that's what's so great about being in the group, because I don't talk like this anywhere else.
Right.
I don't show my stuff. I don't walk around in my 2 big size shorts. You know what I'm saying? So like that's part of the perk of being in the group. You like get real jewels. And if you're not following me on TikTok, you're missing out because I'm a hot mess over there. And I'm starting to get into the dance routines. So I'm like the new one, where it goes like this. But I'm also not like, I can shake my booty, but I like when I get like all funky with the coordination, you should see me at the gym. I'm like, what?
Oh gosh.
I know.
I
Crazy. Okay. I would recommend that you state that the fish hooks are not included because they will see them in the pic. No, I photographed them with none. Yeah, I know those tricks. I've been selling stuff for a long time. I know the triggers. Do it all. That's why we love you. Aww. Okay. All right. We need to go because I got to get some water and you guys need to get to weaving. Hey, we're in here all the time. We're in here all the time, like 7 days a week, checking things out. If you need immediate help, just tag me. Don't forget, here's the lowdown on the project of the month. Basically, it's a free form. Use your fibers. Use whatever loom. Okay. It's not that you have to use the fiber loom. I'm not telling you that. Okay. Would I like you to? Of course. But you don't have to. The whole thing about September is to use your jewel loom products, one of your looms, and to weave on it with fibers and to show us your progress like you already have been doing. And then at the end of September, the very last day, we do a shout out. Hey, show us what you made. Then all of your names go into some magical app. And then a person is picked, like Sue. Sue is the big winner this month. So, okay. Easy peasy pumpkin squeezy. And you can make your own fish hooks. You guys know how to work with wire. And plus, too, these days it seems like people are really highly allergic to, like, if they're not like 925, which I'm not buying 925. Okay, maybe down the road, but not today. But not everyone is a jewelry maker. I do understand that. So we can just go with the flow. We'll see what happens. Yeah. Okay. I love you guys, and thank you. And we will see you if you're interested Saturday at 1:00.
Yes.
Pacific Standard Time. We'll be playing with the goddess. Bring your goddess to the table. And if you don't know, I forgot about this. If you don't know, I was able, because I got way too many messages about why did you get it? And it's like, oh my heck. Okay. So the small goddess is back in a new configuration so that I was able to have an everyday price of, I think it's $35. But it doesn't have all the extra accoutrements like it did on JTV. I can't do that. But I think it's great. It's a needle, it's a comb, it's a shuttle, it's original artwork. It's got the stand. I mean, come on, it's fantastic. So she's back up there too.
Yay.
Okay. All right. I love you. Don't go anywhere. Oh, well, yeah, don't go anywhere, sir.
Bye, guys.